Today we're going to a place that's older than, well, almost everything. We're talking about the ancient Hyrcanian forests of Iran. Now, this isn't just any forest. It's a living museum, a 40-million-year-old legacy. But here's the thing. This ancient world is now on the brink of a crisis that could literally erase it from the map.
Let's just start with this quote, because it really hits home. A UN scientist, Kaveh Madani, said this, and it perfectly frames the problem. This isn't just about losing trees. It's about losing a living link to a past so deep it makes ancient empires seem like they happened yesterday. That's what's truly at stake here.
So, to really get what's going on, you have to wrap your head around a completely different concept of time. We're not talking about a forest that's a few thousand years old. No, its story goes way, way deeper than that.
Yeah, you heard that right. 40 million years. That's roughly when these forests got their start. This incredible green arc along the Caspian Sea is a direct link to the tertiary period, a time when the world looked totally different than it does today. Scientists have this amazing term for what makes these forests so special. They're a tertiary relic. So what does that mean? Well, think about the ice ages. While huge sheets of ice were covering most of the northern hemisphere, this area stayed mild. It acted like a refuge, a safe harbor for plants and animals that got wiped out everywhere else. It's not just a forest, it's a living time capsule.
But you know, this place isn't just about ancient trees and scientific terms. It's woven deep into human culture, into our myths, our history, even the very name of the land.
How cool is this? The ancient name, Hyrcania, comes from the old Persian word for wolf. It literally means wolf land. Just think about that. For thousands of years, this place has been synonymous with a wild, untamed spirit, a reputation that has echoed down through civilization after civilization.
And this forest, it's seen it all. It was part of the great Persian empires. Alexander the Great marched his armies through here. Its reputation was so legendary that it even made its way into Shakespeare's plays in England, where the Hyrcan tiger was a symbol for pure, wild ferocity.
And today, that ancient wildness is a modern biological treasure chest. We're talking about one of the last strongholds on Earth for the endangered Persian leopard. It's home to species you literally can't find anywhere else, like the Persian ironwood tree, a living fossil. The sheer numbers are just staggering. Hundreds of bird species, nearly 100 mammal species, all depending on this one-of-a-kind ecosystem.
So, what happens when this ancient, slow-moving world smacks right into the fast, destructive forces of our time? Well, in November of 2025, we got a terrifying answer.
A massive fire just ripped through the Illiterate region. Officials called it one of the most complex blazes they'd seen in years. And all of a sudden, this one fire became a dramatic, fiery symbol for all the quiet, chronic threats the forest has been facing for decades.
And look, this fire didn't just happen in a vacuum. The whole area was primed for disaster. I mean, check this out. Rainfall was down a whopping 85% below average. The entire forest was basically a tinderbox just waiting for a spark.
So while hundreds of firefighters were on the ground battling this thing, investigators were already pretty sure it wasn't natural. And the list of possible causes, well, it ranged from simple negligence, maybe by hunters, to something much, much worse. The suspicion that someone might have set the fire on purpose to illegally clear protected land for construction projects.
You see, that fire was the flashpoint, the big emergency, but it was really just a symptom of a much deeper problem. It was like a fever that suddenly revealed a long-running sickness that's been weakening this ancient legacy for years. And this is where it gets really stark. Just look at these numbers. Back in the 1950s, the Hyrcanian forests covered 3.6 million hectares. Today, just 1.8 million. Half. It's just gone. In the span of a single human lifetime, we have erased half of something that took 40 million years to grow.
And you can't point the finger at just one thing. It's really death by 1,000 cuts. It's the wood and paper industries, it's new roads and cities popping up, massive dam projects, illegal farms, all of it carving up this ancient world into little, isolated, and very vulnerable pieces.
Here's a perfect, tragic example. This highway cuts right through the heart of Gilan National Park. This is supposed to be one of the most protected areas, but the road acts like a deadly wall. It's now a major reason why the park's Persian leopards are being killed, cutting them off from their own territory and making their survival that much harder.
But okay, this story isn't just about loss. It can't be.
It's also a story about resilience and about a determined fight to save what's left of this absolute global treasure.
And the plan to save it is pretty smart. It's a multi-pronged attack, really. First, you get it on the world stage with UNESCO World Heritage status. Check. That happened in 2019. Then, you slam the brakes on the biggest problem at home with a national ban on all commercial logging. They call it the Forest Breathing Plan, which is just perfect. And finally, you team up with your neighbors, in this case Azerbaijan, to make sure you're all working together.
And remember that fire in 2025? It showed just how much the world was watching. When Iran asked for help, Turkey sent planes and people. Russia offered support. It was this clear signal that this isn't just Iran's forest to save, it's a piece of world heritage that we all have a stake in protecting.
And here is the absolute best part, the real reason for hope. It's working. The forest itself is fighting back. Reports confirm that in areas where we just back off, stop the logging, stop building roads, it immediately starts to heal itself. It has this incredible natural resilience.
So think about this. This forest survived ice ages. It watched empires rise and fall. Its greatest test is us, right now. The 40-million-year story of this place is still being written, and the real question is, what part are we going to play in its next and maybe most important chapter?